my goal is for 2022 is to become to be on the top 50, and also I'm in the top 5 in Canada in donations for the sick kids. So I try to be better than the previous year.
That's wonderful, to be honest.
That this is my goal this year. In the end of February, beginning of March, who are thinking that the government is raising 1% the interest rate? Nobody. And they put another two, laws that they banned, the foreigners to, and they're trying to implement they try to ban the, blinding multiplier situation, which I think is wrong. I think for government, I think it's more correct. And they said something like the provincial government. They said, give it, the people a choice. If they want to go into action, it's fine. But if they want to go in the old way, it's fine too.
Yeah.
So give an option, because it's the people biggest investment, and they cannot try something new because you never know how it's gonna end.
Absolutely, yeah.
The auctions means that all the buyers, they see the price, but in case if you can imagine, if they see the price, they will give $1 more. So or $10 more, $100 more.
It's like a circus, honestly.
It's like a circus, and it will not work. And whoever take advantage, probably the buyers, but the sellers who they were working so hard for this house all their lives, they will be rip off. So I'm even for my house. I think if I hear that they will want to implement that one, probably I will sell it before that. Just to be sure that I'm not losing money and probably just moving in another country.
Yeah, but what I'm learning, we are learning about the changes like a day before.
Yeah.
We don't actually have time.
You don't have time.
That's
this
the
is
problem.
The problem.
Yeah,
because
you don't know. I heard on the TV today or tonight the government decides you will. So we don't actually have enough time to do the changes.
And this is not the worst part. The worst part is to be retroactive. So let's say if they impose the law that from today you'll pay home equity tax, for example.
Okay.
And if they say today is implemented but goes back 1 year, I don't think I don't know if it's legal or not, but they can do that. Imagine to put a law and then to say, you sold your house last year, so you're caught with this law, which will be crazy for me. But
I hope
anything can happen.
I know, so we have to be prepared, kind of. But I really hope it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Because they will ruin so many families. Because here in Canada, it's a high cost of living. First of all,
and lately, yes.
And the people, they purchase their homes and they build equities in their homes just because they thought that during the retirement, if they sell their home, they have a nice retirement, they have enough money to survive. But now if they implement for example the home equity tax, and they try to take from your pocket half of that equity, then imagine those guys, they don't have a pension retirement plan, like they don't have it, because some of them, they were self-employed, or maybe they came like me 20 years ago, so they don't have 40 years here in Canada to work.
Enough
for having a
decent
pension. Then if they lose like half of the equity because of the government implementing those laws, that those guys, they're screwed. So they don't have enough money to survive until the end of their lives. And this will be tragic. This is the problem now.
It's scary.
Yeah.
So I know you have a lot of properties right now. You're putting, or it's already on the market. But what is your recommendations for people who are debating?
So depending on
buy or
exactly
not to buy. So what is your recommendation right now?
Everything is depending on their objective of their future objectives. So, for example, if somebody wants to retire, he is in a late 60s, late 50s, and they want to retire, and they have an amazing house, like multi-million-dollar home, $2-3 million home. I think the best way to do is to sell it as soon as possible, because you never know what's going on. Okay, if they want, let's say, if they want to plan to stay for longer time in their house, let's say 10 years at least, then it's no rush. They can stay in their home for 10 years, and that's it. So maybe the like the prices, they were going down for 1 year, and then another 1 year plateau, and probably another 1 year going. So after 3 years, the prices are coming back. But you never know what
you have to know if you have enough time for those changes, because they can take like a year or 2 years.
Yes.
So it's important.
Yeah. So and then if they have a bigger house and they want to downsize, I think this is the best moment, because they buy a smaller home.
Yes.
Which the costs are very low, and they can purchase another investment property in somewhere else, and to benefit from cash flow. Even in Canada, or even in United States, or another part of the world. So there are different scenarios, but I advise them to call me, to let me know what their situation is. Based on that situation, I can advise them which way to go.
And it's good to talk to you, not with friends or family members, because that's sometimes they're losing money, and it's important, because people are always giving like advice, but they don't actually know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
So they have to talk with whomever is in the field.
I'm in the field. I'm a specialist.
If they sell the house,
and I can see the trend. I can see other. I can see a lot of other families, and I can share with what other families are doing. So it's a great experience, but they have to speak with a specialist, with a professional.
Not take chances.
Not take chances.
I know, and I agree.
Is their biggest investment in their lives. So what they should try
you
something new with a new agent, or with somebody that doesn't have an idea about what's going on.
That would be devastating.
Deadly. It's like, as I said, going to a transplant to a doctor that he didn't perform any surgeries, and they try to do it on you the first time, and could be a failure for sure.
I would be the same. You mentioned earlier a little bit about people they can change their minds. So if you can go a little bit deeper. So let's say somebody decides not to sell the house, but you already invest a little bit. You did the staging. So what are the options here if they want to change their mind?
So I have
and they work with you. So you're talking about your situation, not other agents' situation, but
so
in your relationships.
This because I sold for a long time, and I had a situation like 10, 15 years ago. I don't know, 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. Was a family that I did after the renovations were done and everything, and they staged the property. They fell in love with the house, and they say, Marius, you know what? I want to stay in this house. Don't get me wrong. I'm so sorry. I apologize for what you are doing, stuff like that. So I just say no problem. On that point, I lost all the marketing, and because I didn't have an agreement. A written agreement between them. So at that point, I went to my manager, and then I spoke with my lawyer, and they advised me to do a collateral agreement. Now I have a collateral agreement in effect, and which says if we start working together, and for some reasons you change your mind, you have to pay me 1%. 1% is the average that I spend to do their home like a model home, and it's a lot of work. As I said, it's weeks of working, not days. Decluttering, cleaning, staging.
And you are paying other people.
And I pay other people.
Right?
It's not just me.
It's not just the work.
I have to pay the entire team. So
you also investing.
So basically, 1% is just to cover my costs. I'm not happy about that, but usually they are happy with this, and they call me 2-3 years later and said, you know what, I want to go with you, because when they appreciate because they said, I never seen a real estate agent working so hard, being in a training shoes and all the time working, and I hire people, but I am with them all the time, so I have to be sure that my clients' home, they are safe. I used to have new movers before, but because they are paid like very 10, 11, 12 bucks per hour, they don't care too much.
I know.
And they scratch the walls, they scratch the floors, moving stuff. So I said, no way, I can potentially lose a client if, let's say, the movers that I refer to, they do a bad job. So for that point, I said, no way, I have to take it on my hands. So I help all this moving stuff, decluttering, me and my crew, but I'm there on
You want to make sure
to
everything
be sure
goes
that everything goes
perfect.
smooth. We are not scratching any walls. We're not scratching anything. So it's another level of service, basically.
It is, and I think this makes the difference between you and other agents.
Yeah.
Because
So
you care.
I care.
It's not just, oh my God, I've got this client, I don't care, but you're planting the seeds because that client maybe are selling later, and that client will talk with a neighbor or friend or a family member.
So always I try to do it like for myself.
Absolutely,
and exceed the expectations.
And they know. They can see that,
to go
right?
above and beyond. And the people, they said, you know what, I never seen in my life like an agent working so hard like you do, and I really appreciate that, and will give you more business. So this is the way to create more business.
And it's very smart. It's so smart and gives you a good feeling. It's not just making other people happy, but makes you happy.
Make me happy.
Makes you happy
I
because
cannot
you
sleep well.
You sleep better if you know I did.
If I think
everything.
I didn't do the best thing for my client.
You can do everything, but at least I did everything I could do for the client. So you have a better sleep.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to leave you until you show us the big award, the big trophy,
So
which is amazing.
It's another trophy that I got. This is just from Remax Prime Properties. It means it's Kaizen Cup.
Yeah.
So it's a concept from Japan, and each year our broker of record, Asif, is giving away this one to the most. To the best agent that they have, but this best agent is not based just on the gross commission, which I'm number one in my company, but this is not all about. So you have to increase your business from the last year to this year for a certain amount. So basically, I raised from about 600 to 1.4 almost. So was more than 200%.
Oh wow!
220%. So from the previous year to 2021. So this was the biggest raise in our company. Second, I give back to the community. So I'm number 10 in Canada in donating for the 𝑠PEAK Foundation.
Yes, I know.
So I donated about a little bit less than 20K to the 𝑠PEAK Foundation last year. So I was number 10 in Canada, number 5 in Ontario. So that one was the part of this award. And plus the Diamond Award, which is for an individual, it's the second best award. It's a Pinnacle Award that it's over 2 million. So my goal is this year to go into Pinnacle. I don't know if I can, but I will try all my best because it's it's a different market, and hopefully I can sell very well And right now I'm on the truck. Let's say I'm on the truck. So
and every year you're getting better and better. So you're on the right.
And then my goal is to become to be top 50 in Canada. I was number 88, the top 100. Now my goal is for 2022 is to become to be on the top 50, and also I'm in the top 5 in Canada in donations for the sick kids. So I try to be better than the previous year.
That's wonderful, to be honest.
This is my goal this year.
Thank you so much, Marius. Amazing information. And you make sure you subscribe on the channel so you can actually get notifications when we have a new video with Marius, and you'll get the most and the newest information about the real estate market. Just stay tuned. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marius, and looking forward to talk to you again.
Thank you, Felicia.
Amazing information for sure.
For this invitation.
Oh,
and hopefully
always.
we can meet in the future.
We will. Yes.
Much more often.
Absolutely.
All the best.
It was great. Thank you. Thanks so much.